revisiting a video that I made like not too long ago called the attention versus the experience economy. And someone made a comment that I legitimately agree with, that I didn't go into enough depth about this topic. And I want to start off by saying that the reason that I didn't, because I felt like the difference between the two seemed self-explanatory. And again, this isn't an attack of the person who called me out on that issue. It's just, I assumed that when I told you the names attention versus experience, that would lend to the fact that you would understand the difference between the two. I'm just going to be honest. I thought it was self-explanatory. But since it's not, I'm going to take a few minutes and try to go past the 5-minute mark this time because my throat's dry, to explain. This attention economy, you see it examples of sensationalism on TikTok. It's on Instagram. It's on X, formerly known as Twitter. It's on Meta, formerly known as Facebook. And you see it a lot on YouTube, where people can make one video and go viral, and the next thing you know, they have a name, they have money, they have fame. But a great many of them, and not a lot, do things and keep up with the latest trends and things and say silly stuff that they know they wouldn't say in real life to get attention. But that human nature that sets off in us that says we have to feed off of and like drama will tune into those type of people because we like our ideal of being entertained. What I'm saying is the attention economy is about one or more content creators who get off on making their living and getting attention. Whether they make a living off of it or not, they get a lot of likes and a lot of attention off of sensationalism. They're almost always one of the first to talk about breaking news concerning ministers, celebrities, politicians, presidents, world events. The point is the way in which they cover these stories, they cover them in such a sensationalized way that how they say it, it can be the inflections in their voice. It can be the flashy way that they advertise it on their page. Or it can be the person themselves, their flashy wardrobe, the way they act, their mannerisms. They are benefiting financially from attention. Okay. Here's the thing. We all delve into the attention economy. We turn in and get the news off YouTube and all these other platforms. We've all at some point participated in it. But the one thing you need to understand about the attention economy versus the experience economy is that the attention economy financially benefits the person putting the information out, not you. That's why most often the ones who benefit from the attention economy are quick to give you their Patreon, quick to give you their Cash App, WhatsApp, Zelle account names on their pages. Quick to say if you want to donate. Now, I'm not saying all people who engage in the attention economy are looking for money. I'm not saying this. That's not what I'm implying. But if you go look at people who give content that is sensationalized versus people who are actually trying to help you, which I'll get to the experience economy in a moment, you'll notice a stark difference between the two when it comes to how you ask for cash apps and all these things. See, the attention economy will never educate you because it rests itself in the now. In the whose business can I put out? Who is the latest thing to talk about right now? What are the latest fads? What's the latest this or that? Now, a disclaimer, let's say it's like Michelle Phan, I think that was her name, the makeup lady. You can actually learn those makeup techniques from her. Yeah, to a certain degree, it's attention economy, but at the same time, you're learning something that may help you if you are a professional makeup artist. It can gather over to an experience. But notice the attention economy online, which are the people who make these viral videos being silly, who either crack jokes or whatever. Notice that you are paying tribute to them, not the other way around. Again, I engage in attention economy. There's nothing wrong with it, but it's not sustainable in the long term because you live for the news right now, which means those videos in the long run, unless something is said in them that is important, unless there was like critical debate, won't make much money past that first month that it's put out. Again, the attention economy builds itself on sensationalism and gossip and trying to know everybody's business. So naturally, that mold, and you know who got kicked off YouTube in 2023 because they were seen as sensationalists while making money. I don't have to name names. Because lots of people say these things to get attention, and then you got somebody who grew up with them exposing them. No, this ain't what that person really believes. Or you got someone who took their phony and fake courses. This was really whack. But those people do and say sensationalized things. They get money from you in order to keep up the momentum. But what do you get out of that that's tangible towards your real life, towards your future pension, towards whatever expenses that may come up? Nothing. All right, we're going to move on to the experience economy. In contrast, the experience means you are providing something meaningful to others. What you'll note about any person trying to give you an experience economy on YouTube, particularly, whether they take donations or not, you will hardly ever hear them talk about the money aspect itself. It factors into the conversation, but they're never going to sell you sensationalism. They're going to give you a workable, meaningful program to move forward in the future. In other words, you're going to get something tangible. Their videos are most often timeless, means they stand the test of time, and you can go on YouTube like many years from now, and something that was said in that video was relevant to your life. Or what was done is relevant. I'll give you an example. Years ago in the golden age of YouTube, and I described the golden age of YouTube between 2007 to 2011. That's when you had less beefs and you had more meaningful content. Or if someone had a beef with you, they pushed it aside. I learned from YouTube, from a guy that don't make videos anymore, unfortunately, a great cook, how to make homemade baked beans from scratch. And when I tell you my husband tore them baked beans up, I can go probably type in homemade baked beans right now and that video's still there. The point about it is that food tutorial, okay, because sometimes I massacre that word, so I'm sorry. That food tutorial is something tangible that translated into real life. There's another guy, I can't think of his name. He had cancer, and now he juices and tells you how to look at food labels and what not to buy, and that these old-fashioned snacks you were eating is not good for you. He's black like me. I can't think of his name, but I just started juicing. Why are his videos relevant? Because they are timeless and tangible. To be the experience economy versus the attention economy, you are building for something in the present that's going to translate into a future. It's not like the attention economy that you live right now. Even things like Richard Burns's Get That Money Now, though the channel name sounds direct, what he's saying is get the knowledge now that's going to help you be better in the future. Because people are living for this, oh, I'm going to die young and I don't have to build anything. You don't get to determine when God's going to send that death angel to you. What if he don't send that death angel to you to the age of 90 and you haven't built anything? The experience economy does have a euphoric sense to it, but it still provides you something that's tangible, even if it isn't monetary. And when I go back to the recipe with the barbecued baked beans, I now know how to make those from scratch. And then I remember putting my own spin on them some type of way. That's been many years ago. But since I'm now juicing and eating nothing but meat and fruit, I don't eat much like that anymore. But the thing is, even with my soap making, my favorite soaper is Ophelia Soapery. I learned something called the heat transfer method in soaping. And you guys can go look that up because I ain't got time. I'm just giving you context here. To make me a better soaper. The reason she is the experience economy is because she taught me something that's going to help my business in the future. That video will be timeless. In time, people will figure out who she is. And I found out I was her first super chat ever today. And that shocked me because this woman this individual by all accounts is a master soap maker. I'm learning things from her. But that's the point. With the experience economy in relation to the attention economy, you're learning something. Okay. Like Mr. Burns' channel, I noticed, and one of the things that attracted me to Get That Money Now is that he doesn't take donations. See, more people in the experience economy are interested in helping you be better than to take money, if that makes sense. So I hope y'all get the difference between the two this time. Attention economy is based on the latest gossip, the latest sensationalism. Only that person giving you the information, asking for donations for more sensationalism is going to benefit. And there's nothing wrong with that because I've donated to some of those channels. But to be frank, I donate more money to the experience economy than the attention one because it's timeless and tangible. Let me know if this update makes sense. If not, let me know. All right, I hope this time the explanation was a little more sensical. All right, thanks. Bye.